Do you want the whiteboard one or the screen?
Let's go to the assignment first. So I need your screen.
Okay, screen. Okay.
Nice. Okay. So go ahead. Go to your email.
Okay. Let me go to Chrome first.
Go to Chrome first. Yes. You have to wait for it. Okay. Don't just.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. By the way, you have done your working on a piece of paper, right? So use your phone.
Yeah.
Use your phone. Take a photo of your working. WhatsApp to me now while you are waiting for Chrome.
Okay, wait. Let me take the paper first.
Yeah. So give me control. Yeah. Good. How come it's so strange? Your Chrome is not responding to you. It's all right. You just WhatsApp me the thing. I will help you do the. I will help you do the thing. You just WhatsApp me the.
Find the paper.
Yeah. WhatsApp the your.
Yeah, I know. I can't find it.
I mean, before the lesson, you should get ready all the things. And now you are telling me you can't find your stuff.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to get ready all your stuff before the lesson, and now you tell me you cannot find it. So what is this? So you better go and find it. I'll give you 1 minute. Something is not quite right. Hello?
Yeah.
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm there.
Have you found the have you found your worksheet?
Find it.
No, have you found your working?
Haven't.
Yes or no?
Haven't.
You need to speak closer to the mic. Have you found? Have you found?
No.
No.
I still find it.
So what is this? You have this very, very terrible habit. Okay? You have this super terrible habit. Okay? You didn't get all the things ready for each lesson, time and again. So what is this? This is our how many lessons already? And you are still having this terrible habit. Is your mom around? Where's your mom?
In the kitchen.
And then how come your Chrome is not responding? And then where is your percentage worksheet? Did you send me?
I wrote my Gmail.
Or you already sent me?
The percentage worksheet I haven't sent you because I was doing some questions on it.
So are you going to ask me any question from there?
I don't have any problems
You don't have any problem with what?
it with the percentage. But then I got one question
Okay, there
for
is a
the
stop. There is a question. There is a problem with your laptop. It's not responding at all. What's the problem now? Is your laptop responding? Can you close this window first? Can you go to Chrome? Close this window. Close. Yeah. Close. I say close. Not minimize. The cross. Click on it. Click on it. Cross. Yeah. Go to Chrome. Now go to your desktop one. This one. This one. Yeah. Click on it. How come your laptop is not responding? Did you open your laptop before our lesson?
no, I only opened when I wanted to write in and go into Zoom.
Okay, anyway, never mind. So your laptop is not responding. So let's forget about it. Let me share my screen. I don't know why your laptop is not responding.
I stopped share.
Pardon? Yeah,
I stopped share.
yeah. I will stop share.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a question to ask me, please go ahead.
Because my teacher who is currently teaching me the percentage now.
And then?
If I want to times the percentage, do I put the
Wait, you don't
percent?
ask me question like this. You need to give me the question, then ask me from the question. You are basically talking to the air, like without any question for me, without any materials to look at. This is the wrong way to ask question. So how you should ask? Probably you can WhatsApp the question and then we look at the question and then we talk about it from the question onwards. So what are you going to do now?
I'm sending you.
Very good. Next time, if you ever want to ask me any question, I don't want you to ask me in words. I want you to send me a picture of the question. Ask me together with the picture. That's the right way to ask.
Do you want me to send to your Gmail or do I just send you to WhatsApp?
what we are talking about right now. You can send me over WhatsApp now. Why you want to go to Gmail this time around? Your laptop is not responding. How are you expecting yourself to send me over Gmail, right? By the way, we're having math lesson, okay? We are not having English lesson. So you are not supposed to just ask me questions over words. Okay,
I said already.
Yep, what's the problem with this question? Go ahead.
I don't actually understand.
Okay. With this question, I remember you asked me a question which your brother talked about. So I want to go through that question first before we talk about this.
Okay.
By the way, I
also send you my brother's working.
It's okay. I don't need your brother's working. Okay. But okay, I still want you. I still want you to be very clear about your own habits. Okay. You're this very, very terrible habit which you need to kick, which is you need to get ready all materials before every lesson. Okay. Be it your pencil, your pencil case, or whatever. I don't want to repeat this so many times. If you can't kick this habit, you're not going to improve. I guarantee you, you're not going to improve. Okay. You are actually kidding yourself. You want to improve and you still keep your bad habits. Okay, it's just like a person who wants to slim down. The person keeps on eating McDonald's, drinking Coke. There is no way. You are the one. And by the way, you cannot be a submarine. You are just showing your eyes. You need to show your entire face. Okay, don't just show your eyes. Okay, show your entire face. Upright. If your body cannot be upright, you make sure that your camera is facing you. Okay, yeah, let's go. So the question you asked me, which which you talk about what your brother is talking about, right? So let's say I don't have to give you the exact question. Okay, I always like to give you an example and we try to figure out from the example. So probably the question is this. It might not be exact. Okay, it might not be exact, but this is roughly the question. So you are asked to find question mark. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole thing here is we are going to use what? This is fraction, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For fraction, what we learned so far, we have learned the branch method. So I want you to keep remembering branch method. Repeat after me 3 times. Go.
The branch method. Branch method and the branch method.
So over here. So what you start with? Given this, what you start with?
1/8.
No, you don't start with 1/8. By the way, when you write this question in this manner, your 1/8 is actually, in fact, you don't start with 1/8. This question means you have your this. What this question means, okay? What this question means in English? Tell me.
It means that they want you to find the question mark which equals to 1/8.
Huh? They want you to find a question mark, and then the question mark is equal to 1/8. Are you saying this?
No, I meant right when you minus the whole thing.
Okay, you need to speak in English plus full sentence. Okay, not minus what? What minus what? Please speak in full sentence. So what this is all about?
They are asking you to find the question mark.
Find the question mark. Okay.
And once you find the question mark, the whole equation, if you minus it, it will be 1/8.
When you minus it,
the 1 minus 1/2 and minus the question mark.
Okay.
It may equal to 1/8.
It may.
It will equal to 1/8.
Yeah, correct. So basically, this is the meaning of this question. Okay. So what it means is you start with what? Given this, you start with what?
Start with the 1.
Yeah, you start with 1, right? Okay. So So now let's link this question to our branch. You start with
1.
1. And then you minus
The 1/2.
minus 1/2. So basically you branch out, right?
Yeah.
So 1/2 is so
The
you
use.
remove, right? Use, right? Yeah, very
Uh,
good. You use used. We use used. And then what else?
the left is the
You're right.
question mark.
The question mark, right?
Yeah.
Left question mark. What do you mean by left question mark? I thought you
Yeah.
said minus, right? Minus.
Yeah.
So when it means minus means what? Minus means left or used. So the question mark here is used or left?
Left.
Or
We
why left?
use.
Why left? Or why left? Why left or used? So which one? Which one you choose?
Use.
Why used?
Because it's still part of the question.
Okay, what tells you is used?
Because
Over here.
1 minus 1/2 minus question mark is part of like the question.
Yeah, so which part tells you over here it should be used, but so which part tells you that over here you should put used instead of left?
The 1/2, that one.
I don't understand you. So you say you start with 1 and then you minus half and you need to minus another question mark and then you will get this 1/8, right? So which part of this equation tells you you are supposed to use used here? Why not left? That's my question. Why not left? Why not here? You should write left. Why not?
Because you're using the question mark as to also minus the because you're also using the question mark for the equation.
And okay, so that means basically, right? You see, you are very unclear. Even when you want to like express yourself, you have problem expressing yourself. That is another problem of you. So because why we use used here? Because the question says minus question mark. When you minus means what? When you have $10, okay, you use $2. What it means? When you use $2, what it means? You use what operation?
Minus.
Minus. So that means the minus here means it shows when you minus $2. So that means $2 is
$2 is the used.
So which operation tells you that we are supposed to use used here?
The minus.
Exactly. That is all. That is all I want you to answer me. You don't tell me the story like what you want minus half, and then minus question mark. That's not the right way to answer this question. The right way to answer this question is because why I want to use used, because it says minus the question mark, because I need to minus the question mark. That's why it's supposed to be used. Now, the question says is equal to 1/8. So what it means? So 1/8 is your 1/8 is your what?
Left. Or the.
So how do you do this question? How do you find question mark then? How? How do you find this question mark?
You can take 1/8 and plus 1/2.
Repeat after you repeat.
You can take 1/8 and plus 1/2.
Then?
And then you will get 5/8.
Okay, and then? And then?
This I'm not sure.
How do we do this branch? No, why you are not sure? it doesn't make sense for me. It's $100. I use $20, right? And then I use another question mark, which I don't know. And then I'm left with what? I'm left with $30. So how do I find question mark in this case?
30 plus 20 was.
And then?
The question mark is 50. The question mark is 50.
How do you find question mark in this case? By the way, here should be left.
The question mark can be 50.
Why?
Because 30 plus 20 equals 50.
Yeah, of course, I only get 50, yes.
And then if you take 100 and then you minus 50,
and then
you get 50.
Okay, so that will be your question mark. Right? So similarly,
So 1 minus 508.
Why 1 over minus? I mean, why 1 minus 508?
Because you're finding the question mark.
Exactly. So why is this question so difficult? Why you talk about your brother's method, your method, or my method? I don't even care what method you use. There are so many methods to solve one question. I don't care. But the problem with this question is you should be able to draw this branch out. Once you draw this branch out, you can give yourself a simple example like this. This is the simple example you give yourself. And we are talking about what here? What we are talking about here?
Dollars.
We are talking about the dollars, right? Then what we are talking about here?
Fraction.
Fraction. Does it make a huge difference?
No.
Does it make a huge difference?
Yeah, because that's dollars and then that's fraction.
So you mean just because that, oh, I'm dealing with fraction here, I'm dealing with dollars here, so basically I need to do it differently? Are you saying that?
No.
Or you will use the same method?
The same method.
So what if I give you what if I give you percentage here? Will it change the question entirely? Will it change the question entirely? Will it change the question entirely?
The working will be the same, but then the.
So what's the working for this case?
40 plus 20.
And then you get 60. And then?
Then 100 minus 60.
So what is the key in this kind of question?
The branch method.
Yes. It doesn't matter whether it's fraction, dollar, or percentage. You use the same method throughout. So what is so hard about this question? I can give you what? Does it matter? Does it matter or not?
No.
Why?
Because the working is still the same.
Yes, exactly. So you have to understand, for math, all the answers are not as important as the method behind. We have been talking about this branch method since the first lesson, since our first lesson. We have been talking about this method since our first lesson. And until today, you are still having problem solving this simple question. So what is your problem? You are so inflexible. That means if the question just change a bit, right? Let's say the question just change a bit and you freaked out and you don't know how to do the question already. So how do you find this question mark then? How do you find this question mark? Answer me, how do you find question mark in this case?
You add
what?
304 plus 304 and 102.
Yes. Why? Because you start with this question mark and you are going to use half, you are going to use 3/4, and you are left with 3/4. So what you need to do, you just need to add these three together. You are going to get back the beginning, which is your question mark, right? So the same thing here. Let's say you don't know what you start with, but you have used $1 and you have use $2 and you are left with, let's say, $3. Who cares whether this is question mark or this is, who cares whether this is dollars or percentage or fraction? Who cares? I don't care. How do you get this question mark in this case?
You add 3 plus 2 plus 1.
Exactly. So who cares whether it's a dollars question, CM question, or fraction question, or percentage question? All you need to know is you use the branch method. So did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Do you know how to do this kind of question then? Do you know how to do this kind of question?
Yeah.
How come your yes is still like so unsure? So yes or no?
Yes.
It should be a firm yes. Why can't you just give yourself this simple example, right? Okay, so we have done this question, and then now let's look at let's look at your latest question. Okay, let's go to WhatsApp. Isn't this the same thing? Isn't this the same thing? It says what? Yeah, together. You just have to look at your WhatsApp. Oh my goodness. You just send, I'm looking at your WhatsApp, okay? I'm looking at your WhatsApp. So I just need to look at your WhatsApp. And I don't know what you need to look at. So what is it?
It says at the class library,
okay, and then
28% of the books for adventure stories.
Who cares whether it's an adventure story? Who cares? Do you care about it?
No.
You don't have to care whether it's adventure stories or what grandmother stories. We don't care. Basically, I know, okay, 48%. So this is what stories. And then?
And then 28% were on science fiction.
Okay, science.
28%.
So what else?
And the remaining were comic books.
Comic.
They didn't say.
Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
You just need to look at my screen. Am I right?
Yeah.
48% what stories, 28% whatever story, question mark comics. Am I right?
Yeah.
What you start with then?
They said if they were.
What they say. I ask you what you start with. You just need to look at my screen. What you start with?
100% first.
100% first. So what is the question mark here? What's the operation to find question mark?
Minus.
What minus what?
The 100 minus 48 minus 28%.
Quick calculator.
So for 24.
24 what?
Percent.
Okay, so far so good. So question mark is 48. 24. Okay, so with this understanding, Continue. What the question says?
They say if there were 50 books in the library.
So 50, where is the 50?
The start.
Start. So this is 50. Okay, and then? And then?
How many comic books were there?
Here, right? You need to pay attention to the screen, not somebody at the side or what. I don't know why you. Is there somebody at the side and you have to communicate? Then if you need to communicate first.
No.
If not, then focus on the screen. Okay? If you have something important to communicate, go ahead. Okay? But if not, please focus. Okay, so 100% give you 50 books. So 1% is how much?
Uh,
100% is 50 book. 1% is how much?
100 divided by 50.
You see, once again, this kind of example, what you need to use. Charmaine, you always have this problem. You don't even know whether it's 100 divided by 50 or 50 divided by 100. So which one divided by which one? How do you know? What example I recommend you last time?
The mass one.
Come, give me the mass.
You said 20 mass
And then?
equals to $10.
Okay, and then?
Then how much one mass equals to?
So one mass is how much?
10 divided by 20.
So similarly?
50 divided by 100.
Okay, so what do you get?
Non-decimal form of fraction.
What you are supposed to give it to me? You need to be sure what you need to give me. Okay? Don't ask me what I want. You need to be sure what you need to give me as a final answer. Go ahead.
1/2.
1% is 1/2. Now, they want what? They want comic books, right?
Yeah.
So 24% is how much? So what do you do?
1
over 24% is
2 times 24.
So,
12.
that's it. What is so hard about this question? I can show you we have done this question several times. Not once, several times. I'm going to show you now. Basically, for just one concept, we need to talk about it so many times and you still don't get it. So what's the problem with you? What's the problem with you? For just one concept, we have to talk about it so many times and you still don't get it. Tell me why. I'm going to show you. Tell me why. I'm going to show you what we have learned in the past, which is exactly this type of question. No, I'm asking you a question. You don't have to look at my screen. Just answer me. Why we need to talk about the same question so many times and you still don't get it? Tell me. Hey, I'm waiting for you to tell me the answer. Why we have to talk about the same question, same type of question so many times and you still don't get it?
Don't know.
When you say you don't know what it means,
That means when I say I don't know, that means not sure why.
So we have been using what? You see, we have been using the branch method. Branch method. Can you see? $2, $3, $11. How do you get question mark? Add together 16. Okay?
Yeah.
Similarly, here, if you have $16 at the start and then $2 for a drink, so $14 left. How do you find 14? 16 minus 2. Similarly, the question mark here. So $6 you start with, you have 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. So basically, how do you find question mark? 6 minus 1/5 minus 1/5 minus another 1/5. Okay, that's why you get 5.4. Okay, so basically we have been talking about the same kind of question and then you still don't get it. Why? So what is the point of talking about the same question again and again and again? So what is that? What's the point? Tell me. Charmaine, tell me, what's the point of telling you 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, and until today I ask you 1 plus 1 is equal to
2.
Wait, you still don't get it. Why is 2? Okay, for my normal students, if I talk about one concept, they will not get it for the first time, I'm okay with it. If they will not get it for the second time, I'm okay with it. But for you, we keep talking about it so many times and you still don't get it. So what is the problem with you? That is the problem I observe from you. So what is the problem with you? Is it your problem or my problem? Did we teach? Did we talk about it? I mean, did I teach you? How many times?
A lot. A lot.
Countless. And then what is the end result? So we have been talking about the same thing over and over. So what's the end result? So what's the end result?
Ask again.
You still ask, right? So what's the problem here? Similarly, just now, for this 100% is equal to 50 books. I ask you 1% is how much? How many times I need to ask you? How many times you want me to teach you? I simply ask you to use a simple example, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then you didn't tell me the example until I asked you for the example. It's actually good I have all this recorded. So these are all my evidence. If I have never recorded it, then you might say I bluff or I'm telling lies. So with this all these recorded videos so far, we have like 10 plus of them already. So I have all the evidence against you. Meaning I have taught you so many times the same concept. Whether it's a percentage, I don't care. Whether it's dollars, I don't care. Whether it's a fraction, I don't care. Okay, whether it's CM, I don't care. Whether it's percentage, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care whether it's fraction, dollars, percentage, CM, whatever they are. Okay, the method to solve them is the same. It's the same. It's just like you can eat chop. You can eat what? You can eat noodle. You can eat rice. You can eat pork chop. You can eat chicken. I don't care what you eat as long as you are full after eating. Who cares what you eat, right? Do you care what you eat?
No.
As long as it makes you full, right? So what is so hard about these two questions which you asked me? What is so hard? What is so hard? If your brother ever asks me or whoever asks me this kind of question, I will straight away go to the YouTube and look at our previous video, see which question is similar to them, and I will get answers from those similar videos. And I don't know why you don't get answers from those previous videos. And you need to ask me again and again the same question. If next time you ask me the same question again and again, I'm not going to answer you, okay? I will just ask you, you go back and revise the previous video. And I realized last week you didn't watch my video. Did you? Did you watch my last video? Hello.
I watched the circle one because you haven't posted it.
Did you watch the circle one? I see 0 view.
No, I watched the other circle one.
Other circle one, yes. Other circle one, we talk about circle perimeter. But previous lesson, we talk about circle perimeter plus area. Now I'm looking at the views of my previous video, and I have 0 view, by the way. Then that's why I'm so puzzled why you can get this 100%. Why you can get 20 out of 27, I mean, why you can get 27 out of 27. I am very puzzled now. You didn't watch my video at all and you managed to get all these answers correct. I am very puzzled.
I watched the previous one.
If you watch the previous one, then what are you talking about? I see 0 views.
Not that one, the other
one, yes, the other one, I only talk about circle perimeter. I'm talking.
Yeah, I watched that one, and then for the unshaded part and that one, I wrote down because it was saying the full circle, and I wrote down at the first page.
Okay, never mind. So I want you to show me the working, and you tell me you cannot find it. So what is this excuse? Never mind. Let's look at this question. We are talking about this question. So explain to me what this question is about. Go ahead.
They said the diameter of the circle is 10 cm.
Yep. So.
And they asked what the area of the shaded part was.
Okay.
Unshaded part was.
Okay. Then, what should be the working?
You need to find out the where the radius, the diameter is was, and the radius there.
So what is the radius?
Radius is the center of the circle to the perimeter.
I'm not asking you for definition. I ask you what is the radius, right?
Radius, the diameter is 10 cm. The radius is 5 cm.
Okay, 10 divided by 2, so it's 5 cm. So after that, what's the next step?
You found out the radius already. Then you need to find out the curve down.
Which one?
The curve part.
Okay. Wait. They asked for what?
That's the area of the unshaded part.
Okay, and then so what you need to find?
You need to find the area of the unshaded part.
So how to do it?
You need to find the curve down first.
How?
You need to use the curve, if you add it up, it goes to for a full circle.
Full circle, and then?
And then you need to use the full circle method.
Full circle, and then?
You need to use the full circle method.
Okay, and then come.
The full circle method is the full circle over the perimeter thing. Full circle perimeter.
The question is asking for area. You are talking, and then you tell me you use perimeter. What rubbish you are talking about? The question is asking. The question is asking. Hold on, let me go and do something. Give me 10 seconds. Okay, the question is asking for area and you're talking about perimeter. And then I asked you to watch my video and you didn't, and you still managed to find the correct answer. So what this all tells me? I used to be a student. Come on. You don't cheat, okay, as a student. You know what's cheating? Shemaine, what's cheating?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So if you tell me you have not watched my previous video, and at the same time you can find the correct answer for this question, isn't that cheating? Is it cheating or not? The question is asking for area in this case. The question is asking for area. Come on. And you tell me you want to use the parameter. You're lying. It's so obvious. You're lying. You're lying in bright daylight. When the question is asking for area, you're supposed to tell me you should use what?
Area is times.
No. When the question is asking for area, you should use what? You should use what formula?
The area
You
method.
should use the area formula. At least you should use the area formula. Okay? You should at least use the area formula. Okay? If you tell me, okay, I am supposed to use the area formula, okay, I'm still okay with you. But just now what you told me, you said you want to use the full circle parameter. Just now you said you want to use the full circle parameter. So isn't this lying, cheating in bright daylight? Okay? So you don't cheat. Okay? When you cheat, I know. Okay, so we are supposed to use the area formula. So okay, so with this, so what you need to use? So let's say, okay, they are asking for the area of the unshaded part, which is this part. So now you are supposed to use the area formula. So what you need to do now?
You use the area formula.
So what you need to do? I'm asking what you need to do now.
You need to find the area formula of the unshaded. You need to find the area of the unshaded part.
Okay, so before you find the unshaded part,
Pi is 3.14.
wait, you need to find the area of the unshaded part. But before you find the area of the unshaded part, what you need to find first?
You need to find the curve.
Which curve? You mean you need to find this curve?
No, not the.
Then?
You need to find the other.
Find what?
The other curve.
You mean this? You mean this part? You mean this part? Is it this part? So which curve you are talking about? You see the word you use curve. What curve you are talking about? Come on, quick. What curve you are talking about?
The unshaded part.
Unshaded part. Are you talking about this part? Is it this part? That's why I say, if you don't watch my previous video, how are you going to solve this question? It doesn't make sense for me. How do you find the curve? I mean, how do you find the area of the unshaded part? So what you need to do is first find out what is the area of the entire circle, then minus the quadrant. Then you will get the unshaded part. Does it make sense now? Does it make sense now? How do you find this unshaded part? Which is highlighted yellow. How do you find this unshaded part? How? Use the area of the entire circle
Minus
of the
shaded one.
minus the what is this piece thing of what
The shaded part.
what is this piece? What is this piece called?
Quarter. Oh wait, no.
The area of
Yeah,
the
quarter.
circle minus the area of this What is this piece of thing called?
Quarter.
There is a name for it. What is the name?
Quadrant.
Yes. So what's the area of circle?
Area of circle is the pi. Then pi is 3.14. So,
I asked for the formula.
r
Formula of what's the formula?
pi r square.
Very good. So what's the formula for area of quadrant?
Area of
Did you note it down somewhere?
I note it down in the black book.
You're supposed to note it down and memorize it. So clearly you haven't memorized it. Then what are you waiting for? If you have not memorized, quickly go and open and read. So what is the area of quadrant? Where's your black book?
你念什么？黑色的书，你没有背呢。
Hey, what are you doing? Are you upright?
Yeah, I'm here.
Then quickly tell me what's the area of quadrant formula.
没有用心，你看又是皱皱了啦。
Area of quadrant is the full circle area.
Full circle of area is pi r square, and then
Area of quadrant.
Yeah.
Area of quadrant is the physical area over the four.
repeat. It's very unclear. Repeat.
Area of quadrant equals to the full circle area over the four.
Over
Four.
4. So what is full circle?
Full area of the circle, you need to find that one first.
So full circle, what is full circle? Yeah.
Full circle 4.
Okay, so never mind. Okay, now let's talk about area of the circle first. So area of circle is pi r square. So what is pi r square? Pi is 3.14. R is 5. So it's 25.
Yeah, R is 5.
So it's 25. So what is the area of circle here?
Let me calculate.
Yeah.
Uh, 78.5.
Once again,
78.5.
cm square. So this is the area. This is the value of.
It's the value of the full circle.
So full circle is 78.5 divided by 4, right?
Yeah.
Give you the area of quadrant, right? Can you see? Full circle divided by 4. So full circle is 78.5. So I divide by 4. So what is this area of the quadrant?
Equal, the answer is 19.6.
So what I need to do, I need to take the 78.5. It says minus, right?
Yeah.
Minus the quadrant. The quadrant is this. So I need to take 78.5 minus the quadrant 19.6. That's why I get 58.875. Okay? Okay? So the question is asking for area. You're supposed to use the area formula. Okay? You shouldn't even talk about perimeter at all. Okay? Good. Next. Okay. Over here, he asks what's the perimeter of the unshaded part. So perimeter of unshaded part. So do we use the formula for area or use the perimeter formula in this question?
Use the perimeter formula.
Exactly. So how do you find the perimeter of the unshaded part? Unshaded part is where? It's here.
You need to find the radiuses first.
Yep. So basically, I color it first. So the radius is 5. Oh no, 21. So diameter is 21. So the radius is 10.5. Right? Diameter is 21, right?
Yeah.
So radius is diameter divided by 2. So I take diameter 21 divided by 2. I get 10.5 for the radius. Okay?
Yeah.
So this yellow color is 10.5.
Yeah.
This yellow color is also 10.5. So now I need to find out what is the black here. Right?
This is the unshaded part curve.
Yes. So how do you find the unshaded part curve?
You need to use the perimeter formula.
How?
The perimeter formula is
No, I'm asking you how do you find this black color part? What's the strategy? I'm talking about strategy now. I'm going to strategy. I'm not even talking about what formula to use. I'm talking about the strategy. What's the strategy? Strategy to find the maybe I
unshaded part curve.
Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't use I use a different color. The blue line basically. How do you find the strategy to find the blue line? So what's the strategy to find this blue line?
You take the unshaded part of first.
No.
Then
No. The blue line, can you see that the blue line here? Can you see the blue line start from here? The blue line start from here.
yeah.
And then it ends here, right? Can you see that?
Yeah.
So that means let's imagine this is the red line. This part is the red line. So that means this is the starting point. This is the end point. Okay. So that means you have this red line. Okay. Now I straighten the curve into this part. I straighten it. Okay. And then you have the blue line. The blue line is start from this, right? From here, right? From here. So I straighten it. So how do you find this blue line? Do you know how? Okay, by the way, let me just erase this. So the way to solve this question is you need to find the length of the blue line. So if I say this point is your point 1, this point is your point 2. Can you see that from point 1 to point 2, point 1 to point 2, you have a black line. No, let me use a different color. You have a green, you have a red. So from 1 to 2, you have a red, right? All right.
Yeah.
You have a red, right? And then after that, 2 to 1 again, 2 to 1. You have a blue one, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So how do you find the blue? So how do you find this blue? How do you find this blue? How? You use what? You use the entire circle. You minus the red one. You minus the red one, which is here. You use the entire circle. You minus this red part. Then you will get
the blue line.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, once again.
You take the
Entire
blue
circle. Hold on. So you take the entire circle, right? Wait, I need to use a different color. You take the entire circle, okay? You minus the red one. You minus the red portion. Then you will get the
full circle pyramid. The blue line.
Then you will get the
Blue line.
So that means in this case, the red portion plus the blue portion will give you the entire
thing. The entire circle.
So now I want you to find the what? The unshaded part is the
blue line.
The blue line and the two yellow one, right?
Yeah.
So now I find the blue one first. So the blue one, which is I need to find, question mark. So what's the red one? So how do you find the red here? How do you find the red?
You know.
The red one is called what?
Quadrant.
So that is basically I need to find the parameter of quadrant. Parameter of quadrant, which is the red one. And then I add with the blue one. So I add with the blue one, I will get the entire circle. So how do you find the parameter of the quadrant? What's the formula? Parameter of quadrant.
Parameter of quadrant. Full circle.
So parameter of quadrant is full circle and then
over the 4.
Over 4. So what is full circle? So entire circle is also full circle, right?
Yeah.
So what's the formula for full circle parameter?
Full circle parameter is 2 times pi times r.
So what is that? What's the answer? 2 times 3.
Pi is 22.
22 over 7.
22 over 7.
R is 10.5. Okay? So what is the answer here? 66.
66.
So full circle is 66. So full circle divided by 4 plus blue is equal to 66. Okay?
Yeah.
So 66 divided by 4 is?
66 divided by the 4, 16.5.
How do you find blue then? So let me write it here. Better 16.5 plus blue is 66. So what is blue? How do you find blue? you how do you find blue?
66. Plus
66 plus. Charmaine, quick, full sentence. What are you waiting for?
66 plus
2 plus 1 equals to 3. So how do you find 1?
66 minus 16.5.
How come now is minus? Just now you said plus. You said plus a few times. So what's the answer?
66 minus 16.5 is 49.5. 49, not 29.
So the blue one is 49.5. So how do you find the parameter on the unshaded part?
Parameter of the unshaded part is
This thing
with
so yellow color is?
yellow line.
So how do you find?
49.5 plus 10.5 plus 10.5.
Exactly, that's all. Answer?
70.5.
Yes. So how come you still have problem finding the blue one? What's the problem with finding a blue? How to find the blue one then? If I ask you one more time, how do you find this blue one? The blue one is
Find
equal to
go to the full circle
minus the,
minus the red line.
and the full circle is 2 pi r, right? The red
Yeah.
one, the red one is full circle divided by
4.
4. Yes, that's all. That's how you get your blue part. Okay, we have been talking about this. So basically, we have talked about how to find the parameter of the unshaded part. In this case, just now we talked about how to find the area of the unshaded part. So go back and watch this video and the previous video many times. Okay, then we have finished this topic of full circle or circle parameter and circle area. Okay, so right now let's take a 5-minute break. Come back, go and wash your face, get ready your stuff, find your workings. Then we will talk about your percentage and your fraction and decimal, which you have emailed me. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Take a break first. I will mute my video and audio as well. Okay, come back in 5 minutes. Okay, quick.
总之不管什么东西，你就是想到那个，管它是 whatever 什么，你的那个什么formula 是一样的，对不对？你不要去想，你就想到那个 formula 出来，管它是 100%， 管它是什么，有点洗脸，洗脸是这样的呢，点进去骂一骂，快点给水，快点，点进去骂一骂，快点。不要浪费时间，进来。就是我听他讲，就是说我 error 你什么，就是说你想到那个 formula 就对了啦，想到那个含
I'm back. Okay, let's carry on. I'm back. Okay, let's carry on. Let me share.
Okay.
用心一点，有些你想他，
Okay,
会
is
做
your
他觉得
laptop
不会
responding?
想到你的
You try to share your side, please. Shamin,
Yeah.
can you share your stuff? Can you share your screen?
Share screen. I will just share the
Can you
screen.
share your screen, please? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Go to your Google Chrome. Is your laptop responding? The Chrome is the Chrome responding? Yeah. Click on it. Just click on it once. Double click actually. Go to your Shamin Chrome there. Just double click it. Yeah. You see? Good. So go to your email. Yeah. So now it's responding. Very good. Okay. Hold on. I will send to you by tomorrow afternoon. You should go to your send. No, go to your send folder on the left. Go to your left. Yeah. Send. Yeah. Click on it. Double click on it. Yes. So basically, you see, you scan, right? So here is what is this? Okay. Click on this. The PDF.
This.
Click on the PDF. Yes. Yeah. Click on it. Okay. Let's look at this. Yeah. So this is the question. So what is the missing fraction? How do you do this question?
The branch method.
You can go to the whiteboard and show me how to do this question. Let me help you. Let me help you. Hold on. Hold on. Request remote control. Give me control first. Give me control. Yeah, thanks. So basically, what you need to do is just need to annotate lah, huh? So how do you do this question? Okay, continue. Continue from here. Yeah.
The one.
How do you do the question? Explain to me first.
You can use the branch method.
Hey, by the way, I cannot hear you. Try to speak up.
You can use the branch method.
Yeah, good. Now, so what is the branch method? Yeah, so how to start?
Start is 1 first.
Start with 1. Okay, good. And then?
Then 1/6 is used.
Very good. And then?
And then they ask.
This is the question mark, right?
Yeah.
So the question mark is also?
Used.
And then? You have?
5/8.
5/8. What is this? 5/8. Left, right?
Yeah.
So how do you find question mark?
The 5/8 plus 1/6.
No, I didn't teach you that. Oh yeah, okay. So what? 1/6 plus 5/8, and then?
You will get 19/24.
Okay, 19/24, and then? Then?
And then 19/24, you take 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then you minus 19/24.
Okay, so what's the answer?
It's 5/24.
Yep, exactly. So this is the very simple way to solve this kind of question, okay? Let's not talk about how, whether your brother's method or your method is correct or my method is correct. Let's not talk about which method is correct. Let's focus on which method is the easiest to understand. So I think this is the branch method, which is the easiest for you to understand how to find the missing number or the missing fraction here. Okay, Ken, yeah, move on.
Yeah.
Okay, close this window. Oh no, close this thing. Let's go back. Just go backward. Come here. Yeah, go backward. Yes. Yeah, go to the next PDF. Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. Oh no, this is not the one. Let's talk the previous one. Which you show me your textbook. No, not this one. This is the content page. I want to see your textbook. Next time, please write something so that we know which one is which one. Okay. So you see everything here, no subject, no subject. Next time, try to put in a subject.
This
Yeah.
first
Scroll down. Yeah. Scroll down.
section.
Yeah. Go to fraction. Yeah. Scroll down. Yeah. Go to fraction just now. So next time, okay, Charmaine, okay, stop. Okay, you close this first. I mean, you back first. So you see, when we look at this, right, we don't know which email is which, right? Next time, please put a subject here, like so here, put a subject telling people, oh, this is fraction, and then this is percentage. Then we know what is that. Okay, you go up, yeah, you scroll up, scroll up, please. Up. Use your arrow up. Now you see, this is very good. Okay, it's math. There is a subject. You see all these no subject, no subject, no subject. So when we look at it, we don't know what it is. Okay, so next time please put a subject. Whether this is like content page, or whether this is fraction, or whether it's percentage, or whether this is a missing number question, please put down the subject here. So next time when we search, we know what it is. Can you do it?
Okay.
Okay, can. Yeah. So go to the fraction. I think this is the one. Which one? I also forget. Oh no, this is not the one. So go to the fraction PDF. Yeah, click on one of them. Yeah, good. Just scroll up. Okay, more. Okay, good. Stop here. Yep, done. Stop here. So over here it says, so basically you have 6 suites here, right? Can you see? So you have 6 suites. So 2/3 of 6. 2/3 of 6 means what? 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3, right? So 2 out of 3. So 2 out of 3 means 2 out of 3. Okay?
Yeah.
So when you have 2 out of 3, let me get the eraser. So 2 out of 3. Then that's why I pick 4. So that's why your answer is 4. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So over here you have 12. So 5 out of 6. So 5 out of 6, so it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of 6 so means here. Right? So that's why you get how many? 2,
10.
4, 6, 8, 10. That's why you get 10. Okay? That's why you get 10.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, now, so okay, scroll up a bit. Use your arrow up. Just click on this page and then use your arrow on the keyboard. You just press up. Okay, use your arrow up. Go up until I see the full question 3.
Full question 3.
Yes. Up more. Just use your arrow up. Okay, good. So question 3 here, it says what? 4 over 5 times 15, right? Let me see.
Yeah.
So top times top and then no. Okay. Over here, right? You look at this question, right? So this method is correct. Then after that, you get 60, right?
Yeah.
Over 5, right?
Yeah.
So is you divide by 5 both top and the bottom, right? So the bottom is, you get 1, and then on top you get 12. That's why you get 12, right? Okay, correct. Okay, so similarly, you do the same thing for this, you get 6. Okay, very simple. So, okay, move to question 4. Okay, the entire, okay, good. So it says divide, use the diagram to help you. 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2, okay, can you see total you have 8, right?
Yeah.
You divide by 2 means you just split them into 2 parts.
Yeah.
So you just need to count, this is 4 of them, right? So that's why you get 4. Okay? So similarly, we have 14. So you divide by 7. So basically you break it into 7 parts. Right?
Yeah.
You break it into 7 parts. So one part is 2. Right? So that's how you do division. So let me give you one example. So let me go to a whiteboard. Can you go to whiteboard now? So you just close this. You just go to your share option. You go to whiteboard. Yeah. Share screen, but choose whiteboard. Share option. Go to whiteboard.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. So let me continue. So let's have 15. Let's have 20. Let's have 12. Okay. So for 15, you have this is 15, right? So let's say you divide by 5. Okay. So let's say 15 divided by 5, right? So what it means, like you have 15 of it, and then you divide this 15 into 5 parts. Okay? Right?
Yeah.
So one part is how much? 3, right?
Yeah.
So basically, if you are given this thing, right? This is the calculation part. Then this is the diagram. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, if I give you 12 divided by 6. So how are you going to draw the diagram? Okay, can you draw the diagram here? Draw the diagram here. Yeah. Okay, by the way, Jermaine, stop first. You can use cross. Okay, use cross instead of the circle. I think it's easier for you. Okay? So I erase first. Hold on, erase first. So you draw the diagram for this. Go ahead. Oh, too big already. Make it smaller. Go to undo. Undo here. Undo here. Okay. You need to undo over at your side. That means you eraser, correct. Use your eraser. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, do again. 12 divided by 6. How do you draw the diagram? Wait, go back to the draw. Choose this. Okay, yeah, now it's good. Yeah. Are you using my mouse? Hello, Charmaine. Are you using my mouse?
The one you gave me.
Yeah. Are you using that?
I'm using the pad.
Don't use pad lah. Use the wait. Why use pad? Use the mouse. Come on. Mouse is so much easier. Are you using the touchpad?
Yeah.
No. Go and use your mouse. No wonder. Where's the mouse? Use the mouse. The pad is not as good as the mouse when it comes to drawing.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Okay, start drawing. Go. Ready? Don't you find the mouse is better? I don't like to use pad because I find that the mouse is so much better. Yeah, good. Go ahead, continue. Good enough. This is good enough. So how do you draw the diagram 12 divided by 6? Give yourself some more space. between each cross. It's okay, continue. But from now on, give yourself some space.
Okay.
How do you draw the diagram 12 over 6? Or 12 divided by 6? Is this 12 over 6?
Oh wait.
So you go eraser lah if you want to erase. But if you don't want to erase, then just. So what is the diagram for 12 over 6? Why you erase all?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought you can add or edit only. Why you erase all? Or you want to redo, is it?
Yeah.
Give yourself some space. Told you already. Yes. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Back to me. Yeah. So this is correct. Okay. So basically you have 12 of them. Okay. You break it into 6 portions. So can you see that each portion is only?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why you get 2. Okay. So that's how you have the this is the calculation part. And then this is the diagram to represent. This is diagram to represent your calculation. Okay, so similarly, this is the diagram. Okay, this is the diagram to represent this calculation part. Okay, can? Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's move on. Okay, stop sharing this one. Go back to your Gmail. Close this. Yeah, go share again your Gmail. Basically, you just go back to that PDF. Yeah, go. Yeah, come down. Use your arrow, down arrow, just down. Yeah. Continue. Down some more. Down some more. Next question already. Question 5. Yeah. So over here it says what? What is 3 over 4? So 3 over 4 means this is the math. Hold on. Let me request control. Okay. Give me control first. Okay, good. You have given me control, right? Have you given? Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So basically over here, right? Can you see that? Can you see my this arrow?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 3 divided by 4. So basically, the English, the meaning of the English is there are 3 pies and to be shared equally among 4 children. So how can 3 pies shared equally among 4 children? How?
Like,
You use 3 over 4. Okay? So
yeah.
use your down arrow. Go to the next page. Yeah, so over here you have 8 apples, whatever, 8 pies, and you divide by 3. Okay, can you see they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you need to share among these 3 people. So what you do is 8 divided by 3, you get 2 and 2/3. Okay, you get 2 and 2/3. So by the way, 2 and 2/3 is the final answer, which is the simplest form. Okay, can? Yeah, continue.
Yeah.
So over here, right, you can see that express each fraction or mixed number in its simplest form. So I look at this, it's all good. Okay, it's all good. Okay, continue. Down even more. Down even more to the next question. Okay, good. Stop here first. Okay, so I will share my screen from here. Okay, I'm going to use the whiteboard here. So basically just now, what it means is like, let's say you have 3 pie. Okay, you need to share this 3 pie between 4 people. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you, so 3 pies shared between 4 people, so that means each person is 3/4 pie. Okay, so this also means what? This also means if you have 100%, 100% is $50. Remember this question just now?
Yeah.
100% is $50. 1% is 50 divided by 100.
50 divided by 100.
Very good. So which give you 0.5.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I have 28%, so what you do?
You times.
Yeah, 0.5 times 28.
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer is 40. Okay, so this question, right, it says 3 pie is shared between 4 people. What it means is this $50 is shared among 100 people. So 1 people is how much? You understand? You understand me or not?
Not really.
Not really, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just now 3 pie.
Yeah.
This one is shared by 4. So
Yeah.
the math is 3 divided by 4.
Yeah.
Which is 3 over 4.
3 over 4.
So basically this is the calculation part. Calculation part. This is the diagram or English. Meaning. So now, the question here says 100% is $50. So this means what? This means 100 people shared $50. 1 people take how much? So 1 people take how much?
$50 divided by
100, right? So you just look at it. How do you change this? How do you change 100 people shared $50? So that means $50 is shared by 100 people. So this is the English meaning.
Yeah.
This is the English meaning. So if $50 shared by 100 people, so what you do? 50 divided by 100. Similarly, 3 pies is shared by 4. So you use 3 divided by 4. So 50 shared by 100, you use 50 divided by 100.
Yeah.
So that's why. Am I sharing?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me erase. Let me go to my screen. That's better. Okay, let's come back to this. So if 3 pi is shared by 4, so the operation is 3 divided by 4, which is 3 quarter, yeah. So that means this is 1% is 3 quarter pi. So similarly, if $50 is shared by 100, so what you do, you use 50 divided by 100, which is 0.5 or 50 cents per person. So one person gets 50 cents. Okay, so this is the, by the way, this is the English meaning. This is the English meaning. And then this is the calculation. So English meaning. This is the calculation. Okay, so this is the English meaning. So this is the calculation. So similarly, next time, if over here I say 20 mass is $10.
Yeah.
Okay, so 20 mass is $10. What it means is 1 mass is 10 divided by 20. Okay, so similarly, 100% is $50. 1 mass, what's the operation? 50 divided by 100.
100.
Okay, so over here, this is the English meaning. This is the calculation. So this is the English meaning. This is the calculation. Okay, so similarly, next time, if you have 10U is equal to 0.1, so 1U is equal to how much?
0.1 divided by 10.
Exactly, which is 0.01. So this is the English meaning, and then this is the calculation. Okay, so if next time I ask you 100 phones is cost $1,000, $10,000. So one phone costs how much?
1,000
10,000 divided by
divided by 100.
So you get $100 per phone. Okay, so you start to see who cares. I don't care whether it's 1U, one phone, 1%, 1 mass, and 1%. I don't care. I don't care whether you are talking about pi here, or you're talking about dollars here, or you're talking about mass here. You're talking about mass here, and you're talking about percentage here. You're talking about U here. You're talking about phone here. I don't care what you talk about. It doesn't matter what you talk about. The key is the operation is divide. Okay? The operation is divide. Okay? If you want to find 1, okay, is divide. Okay? Which one divided by which one? You take this 0.1 divided by the 10. You take this 10,000 divided by the 100. Similarly, you take the 50 divided by the 100. You take the 10 divided by the 20 in this case. Okay? So I don't care whether you are talking about masks or percentage or fraction. I don't even care. Get it? So that means similarly, if you have 3/4 is $4. 1/4 is how much? So the English part is 3/4 U is $4. 1/4 U is how much?
$4.
Before you find 1/4 U, what you need to do? You need to find 1 U first.
Yeah.
So 1 U is how much?
$4
$4
divided by
divided by
3/4.
very good 3/4. So what do you get? Use your calculator. What do you get? Give me a fraction.
6. Improper fraction is 16/3.
16/3, right? So I want 1/4 U. So how do you find 1/4 U?
Times
Which one times which one?
16/3 times 4.
Correct.
1/4.
Then what's the answer?
4/3.
Simplest form.
1 whole 1/3.
Okay. By the way, you
1/3.
okay. You can also say this 1 and 1/3. Okay. Okay. So I don't care. I don't care whether you are talking about what. I don't care whether you are talking about dollars here or U here, or you can talk about mask or phones. Who cares? I don't care. My step is always what? My step is always I need to find 1 U first. Then after that, whatever you ask me, I just times. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. By the way, you don't say yeah in this lesson, and then next time if you are given the same question and then you ask me, hey teacher, how to do this question? Okay. When you say yeah, you better remember. Okay. When you say yeah, you better memorize. By the way, it's not hard. It's not hard to memorize. Okay. It's not hard. Okay. Yep. Time for you to share your screen. Go ahead. Yeah, share your screen.
Do you want a whiteboard one or
PDF? Yeah, so slow. Just share screen, then go to your PDF one. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, come down. Okay, stop. So it says what? Multiply. Express your answer in their simplest form. Okay, so first top times top, bottom times bottom. So what you need to do is you simplify. Yeah, very good. So go down, continue. Down some more. Down arrow. Okay, stop here. It says Zara folded a sheet of paper into 6 equal parts. So who cares? Just 1 divided by 6. One paper, you divide by 6, right? And then colored what? Colored half, right?
Yeah.
Right? Colored half blue. So what fraction of that? So basically, never mind. Let me get this. Let me write on this one. Okay, so here it says 1 sheet. Okay, yeah, 1 sheet. Okay, let me change to another color. So yeah, 1 paper. Okay, you go and what? 6 equal part. So that means 6 equal part means you divide by 6. Okay, so 1 divided by 6 is what? 1/6. And then now half of it, you color half of this blue. So 1/6, half of it is blue. Can you see the branch? So if half of it is blue, right? So half of it is left. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this it here, right? This it here refers to which value?
the 1/6.
Very good. So I change to 1/6. Off means what operation?
Off means times.
Okay. So half times 1/6, what's the answer?
1/12.
Correct. So that means 1/12 is the answer. Then what about this? Left means blue or not blue? This one is color or not color? The left.
This left, the not colored.
Correct. So it's not colored. Okay. So that means this question is also what? This question is also, sorry, this question is also branch. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who cares whether it's fraction or color or whatever? Okay. So let's take a look at the below question. So the below question is 2/9 of a class wear glasses. So if 2/9 of the class let me erase. So 2/9 of the class wear glasses. So 2/9 of the class wear glasses. So what is left? So what do you feel here? What do you feel up here? 2/9 of the class wear glasses. So what do you feel here to find left?
2/9 of the class.
So what do you feel up here?
7/9
Yes. So 7 now over 9 of class is left. That means over here the left it means wear or not wearing.
Left is the remaining.
Which is wear glasses or not wearing glasses?
Not wearing glasses.
Or no glasses. Okay. Then now continue. Of those who wear glasses, so that means I branch out from here. Okay, I branch out from here because it says of those wearing glasses. So I start branch out from here. The glasses one. 3/4 what? 3/4 means what? 3/4 what?
3/4
Are boys. So 3/4 of it boys. Okay, 3/4 of it boys. Okay, so seems like I need to your side is a bit congested. Let me share over here. Let me share it on my side. Okay, let's back to this. So the question just now is what? You have a class, and then 2/9 of the classes. So no glasses will be 7/9 of the class, right?
Yeah.
And then of those who wear glasses, so I branch out here. 3/4 are boys. So what do you feel up here? This must be girls. So what do you feel up here? 3/4 of it boys. So what do you feel up here?
Girls are 1/4.
1/4 of it are girls, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now the question I ask you is, this it, right? This it refers
Yeah.
to this it.
2/9.
This it refer to this one, or this it refer to the very beginning. So which one? The it
The
here
glasses.
refers to the glasses here, or refers to the very beginning?
The glasses.
Very good. The reason is the head of the branch is here, right?
Yeah.
So basically the it here has to refer to the glasses here. Okay, so now what I need to do is what you start with. You start with you start with what? So for percentage, 20% used. How much is left?
100 minus
So
80.
you start, so basically you have, so if you get 80 for the left, so that means you for percentage you start with,
100.
so you start with 100% for percentage, right? So for fraction you always start with what?
1.
Very good. So 1 here, so that means the class here refers to what? The class here refers to what?
Of 1.
Very good. So that means the class here refers to the head of the branch, the head of this branch. So basically this is called a branch. This is called a branch. So the head of the branch is 1, right? Can you see? So the class is actually 1. So I replace the class with 1. So off means what operation? Off means what operation?
Times.
Times. So I continue to change the off to times. So I continue to change the off to times. So 2/9 times 1 is? What's the answer?
2/9 times 1. So 9 times 1 is 2/9.
So you get 2/9. Okay, good. So 2/9. So 7/9 times 1 is?
7/9.
Very good. So now it says the it here refers to the glasses, right? Right? Can you see?
Yeah.
The it here refers to the glasses. So the it is replaced by what? What's the value for glasses?
2/9.
Yes. So I replace my it with 2/9.
2/9.
Off. So I replace the it with 2/9. So off means what operation?
Off means times.
Times. Okay. So you see, look at the screen. So I replace off with times. I replace my off with times. So that means boys wearing glasses, girls wearing glasses. So what is the fraction here? What's the fraction here? So boys wearing glasses should be given by this fraction, right?
Yeah.
So what's the end result?
One over 6.
Then for the girls wearing glasses, what's the end result? Should be this one.
1 over 18.
Very good. So does it make sense now?
Yeah.
So continue. So let's say for percentage, you start with 100%, right? So for fraction, you start with 1. So if I ask you 1/4 of it is for boys. So girls, what do you fill up here? What do you fill up here?
3/4.
Right? And then if I continue, half of the boys, okay, they like maths. Okay, half of the boys. Okay, so half of the boys. Okay, let me not use half. Let me make it smaller. 1/3 of the boys like maths. So this one no like. So can you tell me what do you fill up here? 1/3 of boys like maths. So what do you fill up here?
Um, 2/3.
Yeah, 2/3 of the boys, right? Okay, now, so once we establish this branch, what we are going to do, we are going to ask ourselves, this it refers to what?
It equals to 1.
1, right? So what I'm going to do now, I replace the it with 1, right? So after that, off means what? Off means
Off
what?
means time.
Time. So I replace off with time. So now I have what here?
1/4 times 1.
Which is
1/4.
very good. Then 3/4 times 1 is
3/4 times 1 is 3/4.
very good. So now the boys here refers to what?
The 1/4.
Very good. So I replace. Okay, watch the screen. So the boys is 1/4. So off means what?
Off means time.
So I replace. So what do you get for this? So that means boys like math. There is an answer. Boys don't like math. So what is the answer for boys like math?
1/12.
And boys don't like math is
1/6.
very good. So can you start to see it's very simple if you make use of this branch method?
Yeah.
So all you need to do is, so let's say you start with 1, we are talking about fraction. So you can, let's say, 1/5 of it used. So if 1/5 of it is used, so what is left? What's left?
4/5.
Okay, 4/5 of it is left, right? So let's say the left half of the left. Let's say half of the left is used for, and then half of left is remaining. I mean, so you use, right? So half of the left is remaining. So what you do here is you first establish the diagram in English first. Hello, look at the screen. Okay, just one more example. So you establish this branch in English first. Then what do you do next?
And then you figure it. You know times.
So what do you do next? So this is in English. So what do you do next?
The 8
It is
change to 1.
it change to 1 and then
Off change to times.
very good.
好厉害的，要厉害。
So what do you get for the used?
1/5.
Very good. The left,
4/5.
very good. So the left here is, so what is left here?
4/5.
Change it to 4/5. Off change to,
Times.
very good. So used, sorry. So that means ultimately, if the question asks for used, and then remaining, so what's the fraction for used? What's the fraction for remaining?
Used is 2/5.
Remaining is?
Remaining is 2/5.
Very good. So you start with the English part of, you start with the English version of the branch. And then next you replace the it, you replace the left with all the numbers, and you replace the off with times, and then you will get the mathematics. You will get the mathematics version of the branch. So this is called the mathematics. This is the math version of the branch. Okay, this is the math version of the branch. You start with the, you always start with the English version of the branch. Okay, this is the math version of the branch method. But before your math version of the branch, you always start with the
English version.
correct. Okay, so I hope so far what you can do is you always use the branch method to solve most of the questions. You realize that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope you have gotten a very good understanding of the branch method. Okay, and then the divide operation here, whether it's pi, dollars, mass, percentage, unit, or phone, you use divide. Okay, so today we have covered a lot. Okay, so we have also covered this part, which is the, yeah, this find the missing question mark. Okay, we use the branch, right? Okay, can?
Yeah.
We have also covered the perimeter of the unshaded part of the circle.
Yeah.
And then the area of the unshaded part of the circle. So I hope you go back and watch this video a few times to understand the branch method. Okay, the branch method can be used to solve this type of question. And the branch method can also be used to solve this type of question. The English version of the branch and the math version of the branch. Okay, you need to be very good with this branch method because almost all questions you can use the branch method to solve. Almost all. Okay.
Okay.
So I will conclude the day here. Any other question for me?
No.
Okay. So you are having your holiday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So before our next lesson, I'm supposed to send you the assignment, and you're supposed to work it out on a piece of paper. And the moment you finish it, immediately send me your working. So whether you lose your working sheet or you never lose it, it doesn't matter. The moment you finish your assignment, your working should be scanned and then immediately emailed to me. So you can lose your homework. Once you scan it and you send it to me, you can lose it. Okay? Okay, so that's it. Anything else?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Is your mom around?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mama.
Yeah.
Hello, Ann.
哎，好啦，
哎，好了，哎，他上一
他在 blur 什么？
他 那上一节课他那个关于那个圆啊，那个circle的那个，他没有看那个视频啊，so 今天做那个题目的时候就有点不会做，就关于circle不会做。But 到了这个 fraction， 还有他问我的那2题啊，so 都是我们之前讲过的，都是不管我们讲的是fraction 还是 percentage 还是 mass 还是 dollar， 一样的方法，只不过
一样的 formula 啦。
一样的方法，只不过那个 question 是它可以讲是 question 对了，我们要灵活啊。
好啦，我也是每次跟他解释。不过最近还好啦，他会 auto 做功课，我拿那种 P3、P4 的给他做咯。
So 对，他需要除了他要看东西，他还要还要努力啊。对咯。这个努力不是说单纯的做功课这样子，他要用心的努力，OK？不是，
我就是叫他背熟那个 formula 咯。
到今天好像还没有背熟。
对，那天我问他 7 liter 是多少，他跟我讲700，气到我不会讲话。
1000啦。
好啦，因为7 liter 20 ml 嘛，他要写7000嘛，他跟我写720哦。P3 的哦。
对咯。So 这很明显他就有努力，但是没有用心的努力。这很重要
对，那个心很重要。
对，那个心很重要，真的，你用心去做一样事情哦，好过你不用心的做几天。
你做100题都没有用啊。
对咯，OK。
好，谢谢你啊。
好，不客气 ，OK。谢谢你，
拜拜。
拜拜。
有没有用心？怎么样？你是可以的。